This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti Ololade. The major headlines. Insecurity. FG approves 94,000 new enlistments. Alleged 2.2 billion naira fraud. EFCC arraigns ex-Labour Minister in GJ today. Driver kills Lagos realtor over parking space. FCCPC short Ikeja Electric over 30 months blackout in 19 homes. Business reports. Oil output rose by 35,000 BPD in November. Dangote receives second Ghana crude cargo. Sports. Turkey Man of the Year 2025. Osimhen pledges more gala goals after scooping award. Super Falcons drop in FIFA rankings. Entertainment. Shakara Festival. Brimo, Johnny Drill to lead 4-day festival. Why I dropped music for comedy. Clint the drunk. News in detail. Insecurity. FG approves 94,000 new enlistments. The federal government will recruit over 94,000 new personnel into Nigeria security services as part of measures to tackle rising insecurity across the country. Under the plan, the Police Service Commission and the Nigerian Police Force will recruit 50,000 police constables. The recruitment portal is expected to be open to eligible Nigerians from December 15, 2025 to January 15, 2026. In a statement on Thursday by the head of Protocol and Public Affairs, Toti Kalu, the Commission said the recruitment portal would be open to eligible Nigerians from December 15, 2025 to January 25, 2026. The statement partly read, the PCL, in collaboration with the MPF, is pleased to announce the commencement of recruitment of 50,000 police constables into the Nigerian Police Force, as directed by President Bola Tinubu, following this presidential directive, aimed at strengthening community policing, enhancing internal security, and expanding the manpower base of the Nigerian Police Force. The Commission has approved the opening of the recruitment portal for applicants from eligible Nigerians. For general duty cadre, applicants are required to possess GCE ordinary level, SSC or NEPO, or equivalent qualifications with at least 5 credits, including English language and mathematics in no more than 2 sittings. Applicants for the specialist cadre must possess a minimum of 4 credits, including English and mathematics, and in no more than 2 sittings, and must have at least 3 years of experience and relevant trade test certificates. Alleged 2.2 billion naira fraud. EFCC arraigns ex-Labour Minister in GJ today. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has finalized plans to arraign a former Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, today, Friday, over alleged fraud to Salim. Court officials confirmed that the arraignment is scheduled to take place at the Gwarinpa Division of the Federal Capital Territory High Court. According to court documents seen by our correspondents, Ngige is facing 8 counts bordering on abuse of office and acceptance of gifts from contractors of the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund, while serving as its supervising minister between September 2015 and May 2023. In the first count, the EFCC alleged that Ngige used his position to confer an unfair advantage of Sezimo Nigeria Limited, linked to an associate by approving 7 NSITF consultancy, training and supply contracts worth 366,670,920.86. The offence, according to the EFCC, is contrary to and punishable under Section 19 of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act 2000. In the second count, he was accused of awarding 8 contracts worth 583,682,186 to Zitacom Nigeria Limited, a company also linked to an associate. Driver kills Lagos realtor over parking space. A 36-year-old realtor, Yinka Agbola, has been killed after a yet to be identified driver allegedly knocked him down during a dispute over a parking space in Royal Pine Estate on Orchid Road, Lekki, Lagos State. It was less that the incident occurred on Monday evening. An ex-user at Ifako, who raised the alarm in a series of posts on Thursday, disclosed that the driver had earlier been offered an alternative parking spot after residents found his vehicle obstructing the road. However, the driver reportedly became hostile and threatened to kill one of the residents. The confrontation escalated into a scuffle, prompting Agbola, also a resident, to intervene. The situation began when the individual involved was politely asked to move his vehicle from the middle of the road to allow free movement. Despite being offered an alternative place to park, he responded to his resident with, "Do you know who I am? I will kill you right now." When challenged, he became aggressive and engaged in a tussle. The victim, Olayinka Agbola, attempted to intervene, the post read. The ex-user further revealed that the suspect entered his vehicle and ran, and rather than leaving the scene, allegedly drove forward and reversed in a threatening manner. According to a follower, Agbola attempted to restrain the driver, but the suspect sped off with him clinging to the steering wheel before knocking him against the pavement. While residents tried to stop him and prevent his escape, Yinka attempted to restrain him, but the suspect sped off with him hanging onto the steering wheel. He then slammed the brakes, throwing Yinka violently onto the pavement and into a gutter, leaving him unconscious, the post read. FCCPC shuts Ikeja Electric, over 30 months blackout in 19 homes. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has sealed the corporate headquarters of Ikeja Electric for allegedly leaving 19 residential units without electricity for about 30 months. The Commission disclosed in a statement on Thursday that this occurred despite the complainants, who owns the 19 units, paying all charges requested by Ikeja Electric and fulfilling every obligation. The enforcement took place on Thursday morning in the presence of security agents. The channel's television video showed the company staff being ordered out as FCCPC officials locked up the building. Ikeja Electric confirmed the development, noting that it is engaging the FCCPC to ensure other customers are not affected by the closure of its headquarters in Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos. FCCPC's Director of Surveillance and Investigation, Bola Adeyinka, said the action followed repeated engagements that the company failed to comply with in line with the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Act 2018. Fubara pushing Rivers towards fresh prices, says Speaker. The Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amewule, has accused Governor Siminalayi Fubara of deliberately sidelining lawmakers and setting the stage for another crisis in the state. Amewule, flanked by 10 lawmakers, addressed reporters in Port Harcourt on Thursday in response to Fubara's Wednesday comments. The governor had lamented that his political benefactor, Nyesom Wike, had yet to fulfill his promise to convene a meeting between him and the Wike-aligned lawmakers. Fubara, during a project inaugurated on Wednesday, said he was committed to peace and willing to meet all demands of the lawmakers loyal to the FCT minister. For reacting, Amewule accused the governor of lying, sidelining the assembly, and being reactionary, citing the state of education as an example. According to him, contrary to Fubara's claims, Wike has convened several meetings in Abuja and Port Harcourt where the governor and lawmakers were physically present. Amewule alleged that since assuming office, Fubara has shown no willingness to work with the House, accusing him of spending from both the 2024 and 2025 budgets without legislative approval. Two men arraigned for stealing 26 million naira cows in Ogun. The Ogun State Police Command on Wednesday arraigned 20-year-old Aliyu Umaru and 26-year-old Yusuf Ibrahim before a magistrate's court in Ijebu-Ode on a two-count charge of armed robbery and the theft of 10 cows valued at 26 million naira. According to the charge sheet, signed by police prosecutor Solomon Babalola and cited by our correspondent, the suspect allegedly committed the offense between June 16 and 17, 2025. They were said to have stormed Tojok Heritage Farm, located behind the Woro Health Center in the Woro Ijebu, around 4:30 a.m., where the cows were reportedly stolen at gunpoint. Magistrate Ibukun Orekoya ordered that the suspect be remanded in a correctional facility and adjourned the case to February 25, 2026, pending advice from the Directorate of Public Prosecution. "13 in police net for attacking officer." The Lagos State Police Command has arrested 13 suspected hoodlums in connection with the assault on the police officer in the Oshodi area of the state. The viral video seen on Thursday showed the officer sitting on the ground with blood dripping from his mouth as an irate crowd encircled him. Visibly shaking and pleading for help, the uniformed officer appeared helpless, while dozens of bystanders held up their phones to record the moment. Voices in the background repeatedly accused him of stealing, while the nature of the alleged offense was not known. Meanwhile, the spokesperson of the command, Abimbola Adebisi, in a statement on Thursday, debunked the theft claims against the officer. According to her, the inspector is an officer attached to the Lagos State Task Force and was on official duty enforcing the state government's ban on wrong parking along Brown Street, Oshodi, when he accidentally discharged a shot onto the road. She stated that the debris from the impact hit some passers-by, thereby resulting in a mob action. Reps moved to regulate CBN operations. The House of Representatives on Thursday took initial legislative steps to threaten transparency and accountability in the operations of the Central Bank of Nigeria, following the second reading of a bill seeking comprehensive amendments to the Central Bank of Nigeria Act 1991. The proposed legislation, co-sponsored by the House Leader, Professor Julius Iyomuvere, and Lagos lawmaker Jesse Onokalausi, received unanimous support during plenary, titled A Bill for an Act to Amend the Central Bank of Nigeria Act 1991 to allow for proper day-to-day operations, professional oversight and enhanced checks and balances, and for other matters connected thereto 2025. The bill responds to mounting concerns about gaps in governance and oversight at the Apex Bank, issues that gained national prominence following recent controversies surrounding monetary policy decisions, foreign exchange management, and the 2022 currency redesign. Nigeria's central banking framework has long been criticized for its weak corporate governance structure, particularly the concentration of operational and oversight powers in the office of the CBN governor. Business reports. Oil output rose by 35,000 bpd in November. Nigeria recorded one of the strongest month-on-month production gains among organizations of the petroleum exporting countries members in November 2025, pumping 1.436 million barrels per day, up to 1.401 mbpd barrel per day in October, according to the December 2025 OPEC monthly oil market report. The figures drawn from direct communication between members countries and the organization show that Nigeria added 35,000 barrels per day in November, its most significant rise in recent months. However, this is still below the country's allotted quota of 1.5 million barrels per day, even as the country continues effort to restore output towards the target. The increase underscores gradual improvements in upstream security and project optimization across major producing terminals. Dangote received second Ghana crude cargo. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has taken delivery of its second ever crude cargo from Ghana, a move that coincides with a sharp reduction in spot purchases from Europe as the plant adjusts its slate ahead of major maintenance. Industry tracking data showed that the latest shipment, carrying Ghana's Sankofa grade, arrived in November, the second time the refinery has sourced crude from the country. The development reinforces the expectations that Dangote will continue to prioritize West African and domestic grades as it stabilizes operation and prepares key units for scheduled shutdown. According to a report by Pella, crude arrivals into the refinery averaged around 380,000 barrels per day between September and November, about 30% lower than the volumes purchased during the July-August peaks. Sports. Turkey Men of Year 2025. Osimhen pledges more gala goals after scooping award. Super Eagles and Galatasaray forward Victor Osimhen has been named Athlete of the Year in Turkey by GQ Turkey. Osimhen received the Best Athlete of the Year award in recognition of his dominant performances since arriving in the Turkish Super League. The Nigerian striker has quickly become a standout figure, delivering influential displays that has earned him admiration across the country. Thank you to GQ. Of course, I can't forget my family, Galatasaray said. This means a great deal for me. I will do my best for my family, for Galatasaray and for the fans. Thank you for this award. I am grateful. Super Falcons drop in FIFA rankings. Nigeria's Super Falcons have slipped to 37th in the latest FIFA Women's World Rankings, according to the updated rankings released on Thursday. The Super Falcons slipped to 37th in the world with 1,207.063 points. The drop is attributed to the team's inactivity since their WAFCON qualifier against Benin Republic. Despite the fall, the Falcons remains Africa's highest-ranked women's national team, while South Africa, Ghana, Zambia, and Morocco completes the continent's top 5. Entertainment. Shakara Festival. Brimo, John Drill to lead 4-day festival. Organizers of the Shakara Festival have announced Brimo and John Drill as two of the leading headliners of the 4-day event scheduled to kick off on Thursday, December 18, 2025, till Sunday, December 21, 2025, at the Nautica Beach Resort, Elegushi, Lekki, Lagos. In a recent chat with the organizers, it was revealed that Shakara Festival is poised to be Nigeria's premier cultural and music experience, built to take place annually as one of the activities of the widely acclaimed 30 December in Lagos, Nigeria. During the chat with the nation, the organizers also confirmed an electrifying Shakara After Dark takeover, which is in collaboration with DJ Obi's Obi House Party. The renowned nightlife brand, Obi's House, will take over the late night stage on December 20th, promising the ultimate rave experience. Obi's House will bring its A team of heavy hitting DJs, including DJ Sean and Bonamax, to keep the party pulsating after the main stage concludes. Why I dropped music for comedy. Clint the drunk. Comedian Afamefuna Clint Igwemba, popularly known as Clint the Drunk, has opened up about his career shift from music to comedy. In a recent interview, the comedian revealed that he initially pursued music while studying at the Institute of Management Technology (IMT) Enugu, but gave up after being inspired by Tupapa's performance on campus. According to him, watching Tupapa perform made him realize music wasn't his thing. He said, "I used to be a musician until Two-Face got admitted to high school IMT. One day, when he got on stage to perform at an event on campus, I left the hall. The organizers pleaded with me to stay back and perform when he's done. I accepted, but after hearing him sing just 2 lines, I went home. I didn't know that my style and Two-Face style were different. But if I had known, I would have continued making music. But thank God I didn't continue. I like where I am." Recap of the major headlines. Insecurity. FG approves 94,000 new enlistments. Alleged 2.2 billion naira fraud. EFCC arraigns ex-Labour Minister Ngige today. Driver kills Lagos realtor over parking space. FCCP short Ikeja Electric over 30 months blackout in 19 homes. Business report. Oil output rose by 35,000 barrels per day in November. Dangote received second Ghana crude cargo. Sports. Turkey Men of Year 2025. The senior pledges more gala goals after scooping award. Super Falcons drop in FIFA rankings. Entertainment. Shakara Festival. Brimo, Johnny Drill to lead 4-day festival. Why I dropped music for comedy. Clint the Drunk. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call the WhatsApp 091 2222 7433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a fun-filled weekend. God bless Ifako.